Right, good morning folks. How are we all doing? I feel like I've not ridden for ages. Yeah, so just after Honda dealer in Derby for its pre-tour overhaul. I've asked him to check the cam chains and replace if necessary, and the cam chain tensioners. I had the cam chain tensioners done. You might have seen one of my videos yonks ago. I had new cam chain tensioners on it just at 50,000 miles. Reason I know that is because I did a video for the 50,000 mile, and that was the day that it had the new cam chains in. Now it's done 66,000, so it's only done 16,000 since the cam chain tensioners were replaced, and they are rattling a bit again. So you know, if the chains are stretched or whatever, they're just going to replace them for me. So yeah, in terms of pre-tour TLC, she's having cam chain tensioners if they need redoing again. I've got new chain and sprockets to go on, new tyres obviously, new cush drive rubbers because they've never been replaced, so that's going to tighten things up a little bit at the back end. What else? Oh, that knocking on the last video on the Yorkshire Dales mini-series thing. You might have remembered me saying that it was a bit of a knocking on me when I press the front brake. I feel a bit of a click. Well, it's just part of the caliper. Egon found it for me that day when we were sat there having a look at that petrol station. It's just a worn bush in something to do with the caliper. So that's been replaced. I've recently had a brand new stator in, a genuine one. So I just want them to check, while they've got the bike in bits, I want them to check my regulator that's on, check it's working properly, and also check the spare one to make sure that's working properly. I might end up taking that with me to America. I want to make sure that everything's tip-top before we go away. I've been desperate to get out on her, but since booking it into the garage to have this work done, I kind of didn't want to ride it, because he put the fear of God in me when he said that it might be the chains that need doing if they've not been done before, which they haven't. Then I'm thinking, well, if they break while I'm out, then I'm screwed. I probably won't, but as you know, I love the bike and I want to make sure that everything's looked after and done properly. You know, I keep looking at the tyre. I've got my new tyres sat in the garage waiting to go on. I'm not putting them on just yet. I keep looking at them thinking, I cannot believe that I'm going to wear them out in America, of all places. I just can't believe it. I mean, who'd have thought taking my beloved own VFR across America? Oh my God. It's just starting to sink in a bit now, what we're actually doing. We've started getting hotels booked. We've got the hotel in Gatwick booked. We've got our first night in Niagara Falls booked. I said to everybody, I'm not going to relax, and I won't be able to relax until we touch down in Toronto, go around to Cargo and then see all 5 bikes. I'll not be able to relax. I'll be panicking that whole time. So, and then we've got a short trip from the airport down to Niagara Falls, where we're spending the night. Got a nice hotel right in the thick of it, I believe, right on the falls. So until we are checked into that hotel in Niagara Falls, showered, changed, beer in hand, I won't be able to stop these butterflies and nerves. But yeah, that will be brilliant. The first official night on tour in Niagara Falls. Even that, geez, I don't know how we've ever come to this. You know, started by, well, did a month around Europe with my dad, and then we did the big Croatia tour. Here's a link to that playlist if you want to watch them, if you've never seen them. Then me, Jim and Egon did the Europe tour. Here's that link to that tour. And then we did the famous Norwegian tour, which was very special, as you know. And now we're only going to America. So the bikes you'll have on tour as well. We've got flying from here. We've got 3 VFRs, the VTEC version. We've got Egon's red one, my silver one, and we've got a nice white one. And then we've got a 5th gen VFR, that's the pre-VTEC version, another red one. And then we've also got a GS1200. That's the 5 bikes flying from England. And then when we arrive in Toronto, I believe there's another, hopefully there's another bloke joining us on a black VFR. He's going to join us for maybe a day or two. And then when he leaves, we've got Manny from Georgia joining us in Tennessee somewhere on another GS1200. And then I think we were due to meet up with, well, we're still going to meet up with him, Lee from Texas. I believe he's on a Harley, but silly boy was out doing some dancing. I think he was doing the foxtrot or something, and he went over on his ankle. Doing the foxtrot or the waltz, or it might have been a salsa class he were at. Went over on his ankle, and doctor's orders not to ride for a while. So, although I think he is coming to meet us, I don't know if he'll be riding or not. And then hopefully meeting up with a few more of you while we're out there in the USA. This is getting so real now, and it's just because I'm on my way to the dealer to get my bike all fettled and ready. It's starting to really sink in, you know. For the tour as well, we decided that we're all gonna have a weigh-in at the beginning of the tour, see how much we all weigh before the you know, obscene amount of food and alcohol that we were going to consume. I, for one, am not going to shave throughout the trip. We're clean shaven before I start it, and then see what I look like at the end of it. The USA stickers are here, and they look fantastic as well. Very, very pleased with them. And I think it's only right that at least myself and Egon remove our generic Wildbad stickers from our screens and install the USA version whilst we are riding across the states. There'll be t-shirts and all kinds of merchandise again, as they were from the Norwegian one. But obviously there'll be no, I'll only be buying team t-shirts until the tour's done. Then I'll be getting a load made, should any of you lovely people want to buy one. We're almost there, almost there. God, you know what? I've got pins and needles in my hands because I've not been riding for ages. It feels like ages. That Yorkshire Dales trip seems forever ago, and it wasn't really. 2 or 3 weeks. There's always one, ain't there? Joined us.
Egon in his civvies.